Hello, TopFanRivalry followers, and welcome to another episode of Can of Corn. That's Big Dave, your favorite Rangers fan. I am Boa slash Buffalo slash Wild slash Bellhop Bill, all the other nicknames that come into place. Dave is joking with that Astros hat. He lost a bet. He's not an Astro fan. He really is a Ranger fan. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. Since I got to do the intro, Dave's got nothing. He can't do anything about it. So let's go, Dave. How you doing?
First of all, that is the last time you will hear Bill do an intro here on Can of Corn. Secondly, we'd like to point out that we take concussions very seriously and head trauma. I think Bill has slipped and fall, so we're going to get him checked out. Because those that know me know me. If you know, you know. And one thing that you can always bet on is that Big Dave bleeds Astros orange. Okay, I'm H Town everything all day, every day. Hashtag has to be Houston. All right, Bill knows this. That's why he's got a can of corn hat on his head, and two of those jerseys back there behind him are Astros teams or Astros affiliates. So
Bada
don't
bing, bada
believe
bang,
the
bada boom.
hype. Okay, Bill's about to become a card carrying Houstonian or at least a Texan in the near future.
Hold it.
Um,
I have to have in a signed contract that Jen Mahoney's going to run the pool area and that you're going to run the grill. If I come home and there's no grill master going on, I'm moving.
Oh no, you can bank on that. I mean, like there's two things that are always going to happen, right? Taxes and Big Dave's going to make sure you eat. So
Okay, now do I if I move to Texas, I just got to get the rules straight. Does that mean I can text you and say, "Hey Dave, let's go for a walk once or twice a week," and you go for a walk with me?
I mean, they have like virtual things now. I think I can do a PlayStation. You know,
You'll be on the
yes,
weed just moving your arms. I'm
yeah.
walking.
I mean, I'll get a step counter and I'll put it on Bella and just let Bella run around there, and I'll get like 15,000 steps a day. Um, but no, that's okay. When I go up there, I'll do laps in the pool with you. All right, there
There
you
you
go.
go. There you go. Cannonball. And then he does laps.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So Dave, let's just dive right into it. We got some great topics today. Let's mention one name that is oh my. Stuff that hasn't been done in over 100 years. Ranger Suarez, best season that he's ever had was 2022. He was 10-7. This season, he's started out at 9-0 with an ERA of 1.36. Dave, thoughts on this dude?
The only thing going bad for him right now is his first name. I mean, let's be honest. Forget unbeatable. Ranger Suarez is borderline untouchable right now. Okay. The Phillies left-hander continued his undefeated run with another dominating outing, beating the that team from South Oklahoma. Um, the guys that had the little league parade when they won the title. But more importantly, Suarez tossed 7 innings of one run ball, um, with a 1.36 ERA through 10 starts. Like Bill said, these numbers have not been put up in this century. Okay. To put that in perspective, Suarez is the first pitcher to start 9-0 with a sub 150 ERA through 10 starts since Hall of Famer Juan Marchell, and did it in 1966. Okay. The only other AL NL pitchers to do so were Hall of Famers by the name of Cy Falkenberg and Walter Johnson in 1913. Okay. Like Bill was barely a freshman in high school. Okay. When this was going on.
Sophomore
Uh, so I'm
that year.
sorry, sophomore. That kindergarten held you back a year. I got you. Um, Tossing the fact that he's only allowed 7 earned runs over 61 innings in those 9 outings. I mean, that's rare territory. I mean, there's only I think 8 pitchers that put numbers up like that, and 6 of them are Hall of Famers, and 2 of them are Blake Snell and Johan Santana. So I mean, it's fantastic company what this kid is doing. Um, he's just getting it done. He's got confidence in his stuff. He's able to place it. He's able to get out there and put the ball where he wants to. And then once he gets rolling, I mean, you've got to get to this guy early, if at all. Nobody has been able to get to him, period. But you can definitely see the confidence growing in him with each inning.
Mhm.
Kudos to him. Um, I mean, he's ripping it, and I don't have to worry about him until October. So
Yeah.
let the Dodgers and the Braves and everybody have their fill with the Phillies left-handed ace. I mean, this kid is lights out. He's definitely got me scoreboard watching every time he's up.
So check this out. He's getting paid $5,050,000 this season. He's arbitration eligible at the end of this season. So if I were the Phillies, I would do whatever I needed to do. He's free agent eligible after 2026. If I were the Phillies right now, I would wait until about the All-Star break and then just back the truck up and say, what do we need to do to sign you to a 6, 7, 8 year deal?
I mean, they play at Citizens Bank Park, right? Call Citizens Bank and tell them, "Yo, we need a withdrawal.
Yeah.
We got to pay this kid." Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Dave, I'm looking at numbers here, and it's interesting when you look at his career numbers. Again, 2022, he had a 3.65 ERA. He had 29 starts. The year before, he had only 12 starts, but he pitched in 39 games. He was more of a reliever. 9-0. He's got 38 wins and 21 losses. If this kid pitch and he believe it or not, he is young enough. He's 28 years old right now. He might pitch for another 10 seasons. Again, if he puts up, let's just say on average 15 wins, which it sounds like he's going to blow that through that this year, but on average 15 wins over 10 seasons, that puts him darn near 200 wins. Um, this is a kid to pay attention to. If you're not paying attention to this guy, get up on it, right?
Yeah, he's definitely a guy that you're going to hear on Sports Center. So keep an eye on him,
Yeah.
especially if the Phillies mess around and don't pay the guy.
Yeah.
He could be coming to a team near you. But no, it's refreshing to see young power pitchers coming out again. You know, it reminds me of old baseball. I'm an old guy, and not that he's needed much run support either. The Phillies are scoring runs right and left. I mean, and how easy is that for a young pitcher to get up there when your guys are cranking up, giving you 7 runs, 6 runs, five?
So,
I
so
mean,
what I
he's already shown that you give him a 1 run lead and the game's probably good, but you get 7 insurance runs.
what I like about him before we move on, what I like about him is he's pitched 68 innings and he's had 10 starts, 9 wins, one no decision. So that means he's averaging 6 innings per start. Okay. Last night he went 7 innings. He threw like 103 pitches. This kid is not getting what we call the participation trophy. He's not just getting 15 outs. He's giving you 18, 20, 21 outs. I mean, and that's huge, right?
Yeah, no, he's giving you all he can to contribute to a win. And I mean, that's
Yeah.
all you can ask for.
Yeah. Now, would you take him down in Houston
Yeah.
next season if you could get him?
Yeah, no, by all means. I mean, I'd trade you for him. Okay. Straight up.
So you trade me. Would you trade Spencer Arrighetti straight up for him?
I
But I
don't
love
know,
it.
man. Spencer Spaghetti, that's my dude. I
Yeah.
think we may have rushed his jump from Sugarland or I mean from the minors just a bit.
Mhm.
But he's shown that he can pitch to big league hitters. The last couple starts he's kind of smoothed it out.
Wait,
Granted,
wait.
when
I'm
you
getting some from the Top Fan Rivalry Sports Desk. Oh, there's a trade on the table. Oh, Ranger Suarez straight up for Johan or Jordan Alvarez. I'll ask. I'll ask. What do you think?
yeah, no, somebody's I don't know, there's a Fritz with the facts. I think you've got your facts mixed up or something. Uh,
Alex
it's not
Breckley?
confirmed. It's not confirmed. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, that's a no go. That's a no
That's a
go.
no-go. Okay, good. Just making sure.
If you can't bring back Josh Fields, don't even talk to me.
Go resurrect Josh Fields. All right. So speaking of the Astros, I have been saying, Dave, and you may or may not have heard me say this. I think you have. I have been saying do not sleep on the Astros. They're too good of a team. They will bounce back. They are not in a position where they are that team. But true or false, are they playing in the worst division in baseball? Are they playing in the American League West? Are they still in this race because of where they're playing?
Technical difficulties here.
Yeah, we're having a little technical difficulties, I can see.
Okay, no, but from what I get there, and then you're breaking down at the right point because you spelled AL Central wrong. Okay,
I'm
look here. All right. Now for sure the AL West is having a down year. Okay, but it could turn out to be the most contested division of them all this year. Okay.
very well could be.
Currently, only the Mariners are playing above 500 ball as of recording because they're still playing tonight. The Rangers could pull even tonight with a win.
Rangers
But
are losing 11-4 right now at recording.
music to my ears. I tell you what, you just made an old man smile.
You're
But
happy. City of Brotherly Love.
the difference between the first place team and the last place team in the AL West is 7.5 games.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, so I mean, calling them the worst, the weakest division in baseball, it may be a stretch because don't sleep on the NL West. Okay, there's only one team in that division playing over 500. Yeah, believe it or not. Okay, and the distance between them and the second place team is greater than the distance between the first and last place team in our division. The Padres are 8 games back. So, um, I don't know. It'll definitely be competitive. I think cream rises to the top. I've said all along, the Astros are not that bad. We've had injuries. We had a grueling start to the season. Definitely, if you're going by strength of schedule, it was the hardest, if not one of the hardest, in the majors to start off the season. But it's leveled out. I said a couple of weeks ago we're going on this 29 games and 30-day stand. And it was going to be key. We started out. We're not. I mean, I'm happy where we are. You go through, you sweep the A's. Um, you know, uh, we stumbled a little bit with the Angels. I kind of saw that. We won 6 straight and won 8 out of 10, and I just felt a letdown game coming. Um, and we played well. I mean, the win we did have against the Angels was a come behind walk off in the 10th with the use of the ghost runner, which I hate, but nevertheless, it scored well for us that time. But
It
what I'm
works out
getting at here, to make a long story short, I can't go long on this show without talking about my Astros in some way. Um,
some way, shape, or form.
but the rest of the division failed to put any distance. Look at the Dodgers and the Padres. Okay, 8 games is a substantial lead. Uh, going into June. I mean, let's be honest. We're on the month's almost over here, and you're going to start running out of time. Once you hit the All-Star break, it's crunch time. It's what you're doing. You're either buyers or sellers at that point. With the deadline looming. So I think the AL West is not the worst in baseball. Um, numbers wise, I guess record wise, one could say that it may be weaker than others, but I think it's going to be one of the hottest contested divisions that possibly could go down to the wire. And only time will
Okay.
tell if the Astros can stay on top and pull it out.
Only time will tell.
But
You're absolutely
I
right.
think they can. Okay, hold on. Arigato. Otani said, "Bet the Astros." Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I already got. Speaking of Otani, let's talk hit parade. So I got 5 names here that have over 60 hits already in roughly 50 games, 50 to 52 games. We have Otani, boy, with 69. These are all of starting starting before baseball started today on Wednesday. So Otani at 69, Luis Ariz at 68. Then you've got Mookie Betts and Wilson Contreras at 65 apiece. And then your boy, Jeremy Pena at 63. So, Dave, talk to me about this hit parade. What are these guys doing, or where do you see their success coming from? Now, let me backtrack for a second. Let me backtrack. Jay Pena had a terrible season last year. He had an off season, but I think you and I talked about it. I'm a Jeremy Pena fan. I think that he is going to be something where you're going to look. It's kind of like, do you remember Beverly Hills Cop? Do you remember Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Yes.
You remember the scene with Sidney Bernstein where they go in with the parking tickets and he's like, if I had something in my hand over here, I'd look at this hand and say, what did I have in there? It doesn't
What did
matter.
I have? I don't know.
Right. Same thing, right? Same concept. I got Jeremy Pena over here. What's this Carlos Correa guy? I don't know this Carlos Correa guy. So,
Huh.
so
Two things. Okay. Two
go,
things.
go for it.
We were who's this Carlos Correa guy 3 seasons ago? Okay. When the 2022 World Series MVP Jeremy Pena showed up, he solidified his spot at Carlos Who. Okay. It was no longer Correa time in H Town. He took his talents and bathed in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or whatever he wanted to up there. Jeremy Pena had an off season last year, but he came into this year absolutely jacked. We're not talking Barry Bonds jacked. We're talking 20 something years old with the finest trainers and nutritionalists money can buy jack.
Right.
This kid is lean. He's strong. He's quick. I can't count how many infield hits he's ran out this year, just chugging down the line.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Secondly, and I know you've got a number that you're going by here, but let's give credit where credit is due. Bend the knee and give the crown the respect. All hail King Tucker. Kyle Tucker is on fire, and he may be missing this hit parade by a few hits, but he's
Yeah.
in the MVP conversation. All right.
He's got to be.
So
He's got
let
17 home runs already, Dave.
yes,
He's got
league
17 home runs.
league leading.
Yes. League leading. We're not talking
league,
American League. We're
league
talking
leading. Okay, all hail
ML,
King Tuck
MLB leading.
is in a mediation year. The buzz around Houston is that he's expressed to his agent to express to the Astros that he wants to remain in Houston. Pay him
Do it.
now.
Pay
Pay
him.
him now while you can. You might get a little hometown discount if you do it ahead of time. We've still got player control for a year. But arbitration, I believe, or something of that nature this year after the season. But go ahead, lock him up, man. This kid is phenomenal. All right. But we're not talking about him. I just had to get that in there because
He's
I
27.
am Big Dave. It's my show. If I want to talk Astros, we're going to talk Astros. I'll throw this Ohtani script right out the window. But
Yeah.
that
No,
being
he's
said,
Dave. He's 27. Back him up, like give him a 10-year deal, right? Put him with Jose 5'9" Altuve for the next couple of years. You don't necessarily need Breckman.
no,
Um, lock up Pena. I mean, you're looking at a guy here. I'm looking at some stats. You're looking at a guy here that's had 3 seasons of 29 or more homers. He's already got 17. He's got 119 for his career, and he's 27 freaking years old.
did I mention he's a Gold Glove outfielder?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I mean he can do it all. So don't mess
Preach,
around.
preach.
Jim, Mr. Crane, call me. All right, let's do lunch. Let's get this knocked out. If you need me to put a couple of dollars up, I got like 650 on it. Don't worry about it. We make it happen. I mean $6.50. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'll pay for lunch, Jim. I'll pay for lunch. You pay
So,
Tucker. Make it
hold,
happen.
hold on. Okay, okay. He wouldn't do that. Okay. All right. So what I just got from the sports desk is it says that Jim will accept your offer. He's listening to us. He will accept your offer to go to lunch, but he says you can't use expired coupons. He says one time you guys tried to go to lunch and used a 6-month-old expired coupon and he was a little embarrassed.
No worries. I got brand new free wing cards for pluckers from the Astros. You steal a base, you get 5 free wings. I've got like 30 of them. We can eat like kings. Jim, come on down. I get you a big old sweet tea with unlimited refills. Okay, I got you. All right, just pay Tuck his money. Okay,
Somebody
all
call
right,
Jim back up and let him know.
all right,
Yes,
yeah.
but Tucker's a great listen. Tucker is a great. I feel like every time I'm turning around, the guy's hitting a home run. I
No,
mean, or
yeah,
doing
minus
something
today.
special.
Uh, we could have used one today, but
Yeah,
you know, it is what it is. But to get back to the topic here, because
sir. Yes, sir.
here at Can of Corn, we don't just talk Astros. We don't just talk Dodgers. This is your one-stop shop for all your baseball nutritional needs. Okay. Once you pop
Correct.
a can of corn, you get every piece of information that you can use to be an ace at the water cooler. All right. When you walk up on a conversation, you hear somebody talking about baseball, boom, we got you. Okay. So, like my cohort here was saying, Otani, Betts, the kid Pena, Willie Contreras, they're going these then the 80s and the 90s, they're very few and far between. Tom Glavines that come out here and dominate. I know we were just talking about uh, you know, um, Ranger Suarez, but the Ranger Suarez of the world, like I said, are few and far between. For me, the ability to recognize a pitch is what separates good hitters from the rest. Okay, everything falls in place from there. No matter how much bat speed you can generate, no matter how hard you hit your exit velocity, if you swing in the wrong spot, you're not going to get a clean hit.
Right.
If you catch it off the end versus the sweet spot, you're not going to get a clean hit. Um, but that being said, the pitchers are no slouches. These guys are throwing harder than ever. They're throwing their arms out. They're throwing so hard. So being able to capitalize when the pitcher makes a mistake and throws a hittable pitch is a huge difference maker. Okay. Otani, Betts, Pena, these guys are locked in. They make the pitchers pitch to them. They get them in bad situations. Getting a pitcher throwing more pitches than he needs to, getting the pitch counts up. Um, watching games this year, I've seen a lot of these hitters be down 0-2, work it to a 3-2 count, and either walk or get a hit. I mean, that's flat out. If I could get at bats like that from 8 players, just not even counting 9, I'd be, ecstatic. Um,
Mhm.
Great vision. I mean, you've got to be able to. I mean, a fastball comes at you in what, the less than a blink of an eye. Okay. Try, and if you don't believe me, go to your local batting cages and go to the fast pitch and just get in there and try to hit 10 balls and see how
Yeah.
many you actually nail and get down on.
Yeah.
But these guys have come up. They know what they're going against. They've played AU ball. They play all this baseball. Everybody's played tons of baseball, and it gets down to just the mechanics of it. These guys are artists at their crafts. While some artists work in oils, some work in clay. These guys work in hits. Okay. I don't see a stop anytime soon. You will get a band-aid like the Ranger Suarez's of the world. Um, you know, but
Yep.
the hitters are going to hit. And last time I checked, the pitcher can go out there and throw a no hitter, but you still got to score a run to win a game.
100%. I love it. I love it. Okay, final topic of the night because we're running out of time. As you know, we always go off the record. Um, Dave, you and I talked about this at the beginning of the season. Blake Snell signed very late, $32 million this season, player option for next season at a $30 million price point. The guy is skipped spring training because he signed so late. He was having simulated games. Pitched tonight, 3.1 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. His current ERA is 11.14. Now he's going to get no decision tonight, but he's still 0-3. It is now the end of May. He gets a shot to the next time he gets a shot to try to go at it would be at the very end of May. Bad deal or good deal for the Giants, or just way too early to tell?
For the Giants, it's kind of playing with house money, to be honest.
Ooh,
Um, they're what, 4 games under 500 at this point.
uh-huh.
Need any shot in the arm they can get. They're in that, like I said, we were talking about that division earlier. Second place is out 8 games. I'm not even quite sure how far San Fran's out of first
I
place.
think they're 9.5.
Snell got a late start. His contract negotiations were a big topic here. We divulged several segments to Scott Boras and what it meant for baseball. And unfortunately, this one hurts the player, albeit, you could say that he cashed in, he made him a little money with a 2-year deal, but I mean, he's got a player option after this year. Um, you know, he started out and he wasn't in shape, and he ended up going on the IL.
Mhm.
Um, his rehab stints look good. I mean, he had 2 starts down there for was it the River Cats, Sacramento?
Sacramento, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was lights out. I mean, now look, it's kind of the same case you get when a major leaguer goes down and faces minor league players. Are the numbers padded a bit just because you're playing? It's not the big leagues. But yeah, I think the Giants are definitely second guessing it. He's not the starter, but I mean, realistically, everybody except the people in San Francisco knew that Snell is not the Cy Young winning Snell. He's not the same guy. His biggest issues are still his biggest issues. He walks too many people, and
Yep.
he can't put enough innings in.
Yep. 100%.
And in that division, and then when you got the Dodgers, okay, let's be honest. It's going to be hard to be a wild card team out of the NL West. So I mean, it's kind of like you got to win the whole thing
Yeah.
to have a shot. And let's be realistic: nobody's got the Giants on their bracket. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Snell cashed in a little bit. The only winner in this I see is probably Scott Boras, because I'm sure he got a nice little cut.
Yeah.
But no, all the more reason why Bill needs to be the commissioner of baseball. Let's have Manfred step down, and Bill can initiate the punishment if players aren't signed by certain dates.
You don't want that because I had some punishment that I would have handed out to a
I,
said team after
I see. Now you can't
2017.
go. It's not retroactive. You can only go
No, I
forward.
can't go retroactive, but you're
Yeah, you
right.
can't go retroactive. You ain't no taking away no trophies. You can take your if you take ours away, don't put the Mickey Mouse one back up too. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
there you go. There you go. I love it. I love it. Well, Dave, we done another can of corn, right? We gave you everything. We talked about the American League West. We talked, and you're right about the wild card. I honestly think this may surprise you, but I honestly think that you're going to get 2 teams as a wild card out of the NL East, and I think you're going to get a team out of the Central. I would not have said the Central at the beginning of the season, but the Cubs are playing really good baseball right now, and Milwaukee's playing really good baseball right now. And I'm here to tell you, the American League or the National League West needs to kick it up into high gear because I now stranger things have happened, Dave, and I'm not trying to be a homer, but what you as a baseball purist, do you think the Dodgers at this point are going to miss the playoffs this season?
I wouldn't bet against it. I mean, that's what Otani says.
Yeah,
Bet the
exactly.
over, you know.
Exactly. I mean,
Um, but
you
you know
know,
what? And like you were saying, the Central, don't sleep on those Bucks.
no,
I mean, those
no.
Pirates, they got a stud there that they just brought up. Only time will tell with these young arms, but this kid's got the pedigree so far.
Yep, yep. And it looks like the Pirates are going to blow a game tonight. They gave up a run in the ninth, and now the Giants have the bases loaded, no out in the top of the 10th, and they've already scored 2. So that doesn't
Stupid.
bode well. But at the end of the day, Dave, at the very tail end of the day, there's a lot of teams that are good. We gave you everything we had today. The hit parade. I am so glad that you brought up King Tuck. He deserves some love for sure. And we're just going to keep going. Now, Dave, here's the thing. Okay. Now, you're watching this on YouTube. Dave and I know we got faces for radio. We get it. Okay.
Hold on
We'll
a
deal
second.
with it.
Think for yourself there, player. I was made for the camera. Okay. I make this look easy. All right. But regardless, wherever you're checking us out, if you're listening to the audio, wherever you hear your podcasts at, thank you so much. Keep tuning in. If you've got any ideas, you something you want to hear, don't hesitate, drop us a line. If you're
Yeah.
on YouTube, I need you to go right now, mash the subscribe button. Okay. You
Okay.
can go there and you can check out all the other content from all the other fans in the family. Okay. Do that. You won't miss a beat. If you're a Tigers fan, we got something for you. If you're a Padres fan, you know we got something for you. If you're an Astros fan, come on, check out Can of Corn, check out Astros and Orbital with my girl Susie. All right. If you want to hear two guys go at it, my boy Mikey bleeds blue, lifelong Dodger fan. All right, I'm the guy who's all Houston everything. We got the Odd Couple podcast. Okay. Bill tries to put us against each other. We got baseball, pop culture. You never know what we're going to talk about, but more than likely we're not going to get along. But come along for the show anyway. All right. While you're there, jump on over to TopFanRivalry.com. Okay. Get your locker room access. Okay. Not only can you unlock all of the video versions of the podcast, there are articles written by baseball fans. This site is baseball by the fans for the fans. Okay, it's a community brought together for the love of baseball, the love of the game. And when we say it's a top family, we're not just saying it wrong. We are a family that fans hard together. So go on over to topfanrivalry.com. Get your locker room access. Okay. If you use the discount code to check out Big Dave, that's right, BIGDAVE, your big homie. Save yourself 10% across the board. Check. We got the stadium mugs. Okay. If you want your team on a mug, Father's Day is coming up. They make great gifts. You can get your own custom made baseball card. Okay. We've got a deal with my man Joe. He's putting out the fire cards. Wait till you see the new Big Dave card. Nothing before has ever been done like it before. We about to set the game off for all the people out there. If you want your baseball card, come on to topfanrivalry.com. Go to the shop, get it. Use the discount code Big Dave. But thank you again. Thank you all for tuning in. Wednesdays are always a highlight of my week, and that's because I get to come spend time with Bill and each and every one of you. So thank you.
One,
Thank you.
100%. Dave, we're going to do it again next week, right?
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Awesome. Let's do it. Have a good one.
Astros.